Hey everybody, this is me. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Scottyallenday. We are talking a lot about a very popular subject that I've been seeing on Reddit, on Quora, on legal advice, just about almost every message board that I've seen. They talked about it on podcasts, they're talking about it on Twitch. And it's actually gaining some viral attention, and it is about company reviews, job reviews. People are starting to review jobs and giving them a rating. Now I'm going to give you an example of a company that I work for. Well, and I'll even announce the name, because of the fact is that they are such a toxic work environment, and people are identifying it. And that's why half of these people are having such a hard time trying to hire people, because the reviews are coming in. So I worked for TriMet out in Portland. Unfortunately, I gave 17 years of service to them, and they decided to let me go because they didn't want to pay me any pension. So, long story short, I left them a bad review. And then I started listening to everybody else, and I said, you know what, let me go and take a look at the review that on TriMet's sites. And the sites I'm talking about is Indeed, Glassdoor, and Monster. And I looked at all three of them. Monster, they had a 3.4 out of 5. Glassdoor, the last time I looked at it, it had a 3.2 out of 5. And Indeed, they were sitting at about a 2.8 out of 5. Now, Indeed's the most popular site for public transportation. That's where people are mostly finding the job, is on Indeed. Glassdoor is kind of a backup and kind of the back door, and Monster is kind of the back door as well. Now, the more that I'm looking at it, and I sit there and I said, okay, well, let's take a look at a lot of these reviews. Let's see what's cooking. Well, you're seeing everything that's similar, but management is treating people terribly, customers are treating people terribly, bus drivers don't have any backup, the life sucks, work-life balance sucks. I mean, multiple things about sucks. Now, the funny thing is you see in the 4.5, 4.8, the 5-star reviews, they all sound the same. Now, TriMet has a public relations department, and they've been known to fudge positive feedback back to the company. Now, I've seen this a lot with shady car dealerships. They'll do the same thing. They'll create fake reviews so they can try and get their rating up. But according to these podcasts and these reviews, people are not looking for the good reviews. They are looking for the terrible. They're looking for the they're looking for the worst reviews they can possibly find, so they can actually do a deep dive and find out just how bad these companies are. Now, I turned around and I looked at another company that's out here in Oregon, and it's Dutch Brothers. Dutch Brothers, I was looking at them on Indeed, and they're sitting at like a 4.8. They still have a waiting list. In an economy environment today, they still have a waiting list to go and work at Dutch Brothers. Why? Because they treat their employees like gold. This new job that I have working with the bus company that I'm working at, they treat their employees with high respect. I mean, it's the only downside of this job that many people won't like it is its constant, rapid pace, and it's a workhorse job. You're constantly moving. You very rarely have any kind of downtime. So, I kind of like that because it just keeps me going, and if I can manage to get myself out of the seat, I can get some more weight loss. I'm working with that. And then I'm looking at another a Jack in the Box that's not too far from here. That's had multiple times that they were closed early. They only had one employee in the store. I looked at Indeed, and I looked at Monster, and I looked at Glassdoor, and they told us how big of a butthole the manager was. How asinine this guy was. How strict he was. How poorly he treated his employees. It was like, bow down, I'm the king. And it got so bad that corporate came in and they took the store away from him. So I think he only had 3 employees to run a very busy Jack in the Box. Corporate came in and took the store from him. Even though he's a franchisee, I don't know how they can do a corporate takeover, but I guess it's part of the contract. And they turned the store around, and it's fully staffed now. But the problem is that when they were down to about a 2.3, to get that rating to go back up, they got to have quality employees, and it's going to take a long time. A large company like TriMet, which is a huge transit agency, it's still going to take a long time to build back up. Because once the ex-employees that worked for TriMet find out about this, they're going to put their rants, they're going to put their stories right there on Indeed. So that's planting a scarlet letter. That is putting a scar into the company. So if these guys treat their employees like crud, and they go through a lot of employees, which in fact they went through like 400 drivers in under 2 years, and these are senior drivers, and 400 senior drivers is going to take a long time for them to heal that wound, because there's probably only 50 of them on that website. And because there's 50 of them on that website, well, you have the other people that can't even keep the job for 3 months. So they have a revolving door. And that revolving door is the one that's keeping the reviews going in. And then I've seen other places. There was a clothing store that closed down in Vancouver, and the employee was complaining that there was the lack of management and the amount of shoplifters that came in and just stole, and the management was yelling at them because they couldn't do anything because of the fact that he told them not to do anything, and because they listened to him, they got yelled at. It's like a ping pong. So these reviews are like the most viral chunk of it. The most viral chunk of information that somebody can receive. And like I said in another video that I did, interviewing your company before you go and apply, this is the best way to be able to do it. And you go in and you don't look at the good reviews, because you know half of those are cooked. And cooked means they're staged, to fake, to false. You want to look at the 3-star reviews down to the 1-star review. Some of the 1-star reviews are cooked, fake, or false, because a disgruntled employee puts about 2 or 3 of them in, but that's about all they do. But I just wanted to get that out there, because I found it fascinating that now reviews are about working at a company are starting to be able to, or the fastball that's going right back at them. Now, I watched one a while ago, and the store itself had poor reviews, and then I looked at Indeed, and the management and the employee had bad reviews, and I said, wow, how are these people still in business? A month and a half later, they filed for bankruptcy and closed the store. I think that was a restaurant. So it comes to show that the reviews, the job reviews, the most vital thing that you can be able to, the most vital tool you can be able to use. So, has anybody here read job reviews? Have you read a job review before even applying? If not, let me know why. If you have, did you get a good job out of it? Let me know in the comment section. And like usual, if you're new here, hit that notification bell, that subscribe button so you don't miss another video. And until next time, keep on rocking.